Hey, what's up, y'all? This Tef Poe. You tuning in to IGrindForMine.com. Support the real, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've been doing this. I've been writing rhymes since I was like 12 years old. And then from there, man, I was in, you know, I did the whole thing where you freestyle throughout high school and shit, and then you do the little ciphers and all of that. And then when I was 18, I was in a battle called the Blaze Battle, which was hosted by Big Tigger, Blaze magazine, the magazine that used to be started by Vibe magazine, the hip hop version. They was trying to be like the Source and XXL and all that. So they had this thing called the Blaze Battles, where you had to audition to get in. I think it was like 200 some odd people auditioned to get in. I was like 18, maybe even 17, auditioned, got in, and I wasn't even old enough to get in the club, but I was in the battle. And they made me sit in this special section and all this crazy stuff. I couldn't even like really go around nowhere. And Big Tigger was the host. And first round I got up there and got my ass destroyed. I got ripped out the frame, you hear me? And it was funny because I thought, you know what I'm saying, before that I ain't had no crazy expectations. I've always been a realist about it. But I did kind of think, you know, I thought I was gonna do my thing and, you know, it might jumpstart my situation. But it really just depressed me more than anything because I got toe up. And then from there, man, I started messing with my older brother Black Spade on the music tip, and he brought me into Soul Tide. And from there, Soul Tide put out a double CD that's kind of like a St. Louis classic in a sense on that tip as far as local albums go. And then I was always in the midst doing my thing. I ain't really had too many songs on there. I was just battle rapping, you know what I'm saying? I was just the brute force. I was the battle rapper in the clique. So I battle rapped for a long time, for a period of time. Like before all the URL and the Smack DVDs and all of that, I was out here giving it to cats. And started going to the High Point. This is all when I'm like, you know, barely even, you can still smell the milk on my breath. And I don't know, started putting out mixtapes, man, and people started responding to them, and then I just branched off and started doing my solo thing, man. Started with the Glory to God mixtape, and fast forward, here we are, you know what I'm saying? It's like a collective of like-minded individuals, you know what I'm saying? It's really hard to explain what it is verbally or explain what it is on paper. It's more so like it's down there like a fraternity, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's something I can't put you in, like you have to put yourself in, you know what I'm saying? I can't induct you into it, I can't bring you into it, you know, I can't take you out of it, you know what I mean? It's like we got DJs, producers, graffiti writers, videographers, rappers, singers. It's just people who think on one accord about where the city should be progressively and how to get there, you know? And I guess I would be, the role I would play in that, man, some people label me the lead. I don't think I'm not a leader or nothing like that. I see some people write that in like blogs and stuff like that, but I'm not. I would be like the Albert Pujols of that. If we down by 20, I'm gonna come through and, you know, knock some balls out the park. Relevancy, man. I learned, you know, like I read a lot and I study hip hop a lot too, like not just hip hop, but music, period. And the thing with rap is you only as relevant as your last hit or the last memory that they have. So even back when I was battle rapping, like I knew that I was only as memorable as my last time on that stage. It's the last time that they seen me rip the mic. When I was doing my thing at the High Point, I knew that I was only as relevant as that last moment that they had with me that week. So what I would do, so I just learned how to transcend that into my music when I started making songs and stuff. And I think, man, one thing I learned from like the guys before us in the St. Louis hip hop, like the Nellies and the Chingies and the Jaquans, is that you gotta have, if you come from here, you gotta have records. Like you gotta have big records. It don't matter how you rap, you gotta have records, you know what I'm saying? And like you gotta, St. Louis, you gotta have a jam, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have a joint where they like, man, that goddamn blase blah blah blah, that goes, you know what I'm saying? And that's a part of it, but I think also too many cats, too many local cats, too many indie cats focus on like making, like the public really don't give a damn about your music. Like they ain't bought 50 Cent last album, they ain't bought the last Jay-Z album, so they really don't give a fuck about your music. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck are you to them? They ain't buying legendary albums. So like, I think what I focus on is just being a man of the people, man. Just being out here, just shaking hands, kissing babies. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna see me. You gonna see me at the Bread Co. You gonna see me at the Subway. You might see me on the Metro Link. You know what I'm saying? You gonna see me, and that's just what it is. Like, I'm a person of the people. I treat it like I'm a politician. You know what I'm saying? I'm always campaigning. I think where we going right now with the course of the music is just people want something different, man. Like, and if you look at like the big artists from last year in rap music, it really wasn't like what you would expect. It wasn't like the club artists. Like, it wasn't the one-hit wonder artists. So it's like the guys that have the ability to do something creative and something different are the people that are starting to have stand power. And with that video, I just wanted to put some real life out there. I wanted to drop the hatchet. I sat down with my man Rich Vision, and we just wanted to create something that would just put some real life into it. You know what I'm saying? Something that had a bit of reality, something that people could really relate to. Like, people can't really relate to me lying, talking about I'm driving a Maybach. They can't really relate to, you know, my struggle as an artist on some level with the pains and the turmoils I go through with trying to pursue a rap career. So, like, that song is just a working man, blue collar song that somebody can relate to. Everybody can relate to that record. I just wanted to do something creative with it, with the hook, and talk about how every rap record pretty much talks about the same exact thing when it comes time for the hook. It's kill women. I mean, it's kill niggas, it's fuck bitches, it's get money. Like, that's the basic premise of every rap record. Like, niggas act like they don't know nothing else to rap about, you know what I'm saying? Like, a nigga never seen crack in his life, but will rap his ass off about some crack, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to put some reality into it. Definitely. You know, coming from here, you get a little bit of everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, clearly, you know, you get your southern influences, you get your Midwest influences with, like, you know, we used to hear a lot of Twister and Do or Die and stuff like that growing up in my day before that was really big anywhere else in the country, because Chicago being right up the street. But when I first started rapping, naturally, man, I came into this shit when it was like the Master P era, you know what I mean? So, you know, No Limit was like death row for us when we was in high school. So, you know, we would be stuck on that Master P. But then after a while, I started branching out, listening to different stuff, you know, like, and trying to, you know, build up my repertoire and see what a lyricist was supposed to be considered and what he was supposed to do and stuff like that, and different ways to swing it. So, you know, like, I feel really blessed to be from here, because I got the, you know, like, we would listen to Tupac and Biggie, we would listen to Master P, we would listen to Do or Die, we would listen to Wu-Tang, we would listen to Nas. So I could pinch from all of them and, you know, put that into my style. And then, you know, even when you listen to my music, I try to make you fall in love with the culture of St. Louis, on the, not on some like corny shit, just on some like how we live, how we vibe, you know what I'm saying? We eat fried rice and drink Vest sodas, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna explain to you what emos is. I'm gonna talk to you about the summer of '93 when the city was flooded, when the town was flooded, and we had a ridiculous amount of homicides, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk to you about, you know, Beam Street, streets you can't go down wearing blue. I'm gonna talk to you about Dalewood, you can't go in there wearing red, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk to you about the crazy, this universe of insanity that we got called St. Louis. So definitely, it definitely influences my style.